guys so much for tuning into the channel. This is Jin here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today we are going to be trophy pushing with Piper. We are going to be playing Bounty on Hideout. We are going to play a couple of brawlers as well. I am also going to be using Brock as well as Pam and as well as possibly Barley and also Dynamite. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's go ahead and get into our first match and let's see how well we can do. I am pushing to 4,000 trophies right now. I'm at about 3,900, about 3,950. So I just need about 50 trophies more and I can definitely get to 4,000. So let's try to push as best as we can. Alright, so we got a Lobber here in Dynamite, and we also have Primo as well as Spike. So we got to be a little bit careful for this Dynamite. He's definitely strong, especially since he can lob off those bombs over the walls. With Piper, you definitely want to go ahead and keep your distance, as she does the most damage at max range. So as you can see, Primo right there, he just jumped right in, used his ultimate, was very wise of him, so then that way he can eliminate me and I can't do that much damage to him. But unfortunately, I did have my teammate there to help me out there, so we were able to take him out, but I died. Oh well. Alright, so like I said, we just got to be a little bit careful with that Dynamite. Dynamite can lob over the walls. But we got our Leon in there. Didn't work out very well for that Leon, unfortunately. Definitely got to get that Primo right there. Got him. Okay, so it's a good job on clearing all those walls right there. So now it's a little bit easier for us to take out the Dynamite. Alright, taking a lot of damage right there. I do have this Dynamite pushing in. Hopefully this Leon can take him out. So far we're doing pretty well here. We're only up by 1. We do have a bit of a solid team here with Colt and Leon. Leon on his own. Oh, did not see that Spike there camping in the bush. So there's not much we can kind of do about that one. We're just going to have to hold the loss on that one. So same thing, you know, with Piper, you do want to make sure you just hold your range. Make sure you just get 2 shots in. Help out any close range brawlers that you might possibly have. Give them a chance to be able to defeat anyone if they're losing. Right now we are up 4 stars, so we still got to be a little careful. There's plenty of time for them to catch up and for them to take the lead. Definitely don't want that to happen. So right now we're going to be playing a spawn game. Right now we're just going to be camping in our spawn. Just kind of waiting for the time to run out. Kind of let them come into us and eliminate them as we see them. Ooh, this is not looking good. We're only up by 1 right now. I am about to die. Alright, sweet. Alright, so on the first one, we did a pretty good job right there. We did win there. We also got about 5 trophies right there, which is going to push us to 285 with Piper. So I'm also trying to get her to 300 as well. I'm trying to get all my brawlers to 300. I do have 2 right now above 300 right now. I believe I have Penny as well as Pam, and I believe Barley, but I might have dropped him down since I use him quite often. So let's go ahead and get into another match here, and let's go ahead and see if we can win a second time. Alrighty here. Alright, so we do have a Jesse and we do have a Poco, so it's not the best team that we can possibly have. I would definitely love to have at least a Lobber and a Barley or a Dynamite, but let's not complain and let's take what we can get. Taking a bit of damage here. Yeah, those Colts, they definitely do a lot of damage. Gotta watch out for those Colts sometimes. Don't worry about it, I'm coming back for him. I'm not too worried about him at this close distance. That's a good heal right there, Poco's pretty nice. The one thing I honestly dislike about Piper the most is her recharge rate. Her reload speed is extremely slow. She does do a lot of damage from far, but the issue with her is that from close she does not do much damage. So if any close brawler gets close to her, such as Bull, Shelly, Primo, Daryl, you know, any characters like that, especially Leon, she is definitely going to struggle in that battle. To me, as one of the epics, she is definitely the weakest link. She just doesn't perform very well in a lot of game modes. She's very game mode specific in bounty and some gem grab maps. But then again, a lot of other brawlers are like that as well. But there are other brawlers out there that can play on every single map on any game mode. Leon. So, you know, things happen, unfortunately, but I'm sure with the nice balance change coming up here soon, I'm pretty sure Piper will definitely get some love here, and she will get a nice buff, hopefully. So I know we're all hoping for a Leon nerf, but I am hoping for a Piper, because I definitely love using Piper. Pretty close match here. We are up by 6 right now, so we gotta be a little bit careful. 6 is easily 1 kill. But right now we don't have anybody worth 6 right now, so we are definitely pretty safe. Alright, that's match number 2 with Piper. We went ahead and won that one. So that is good right there. So then we have her to 290. We're gonna go ahead and try to push her up to 300 here. So let's go ahead and hop into a third and final match with Piper, bring her up to 295, and then in the next video we can go ahead and push her up to 300. Alright, so we have a Mortis and a Shelly. That is not a good competition for this map, especially since they have a Piper as well as a Dynamite. So let's hope that these two at least know what they're doing. We do got to go ahead and open up this map for them once I get all my ultimate, and go ahead and try to work on that with them. Let's go ahead and do that right now real quick. That'll definitely help out in the future when it comes to pushing. So if once the bushes come back up, Shelly and Mortis can definitely go ahead and hide in those bushes and be able to attack anyone coming in. So right now we just got to keep our range, and we just got to make sure that we are supporting the Shelly and the Mortis as they are attacking, as well as taking out anyone up on our own. Alright, so right here we do have this Nita pushing in here. Fortunately, we did die right there. Let's go ahead and help out this Mortis. Now, my honest question is, where is my Shelly? There she is. I was starting to get a little bit worried as I could not see my Shelly, but we had a Nita, a Dynamite on our side, but the Shelly was not dead. So as you can see right there, auto attacking with Piper is not the best idea. I was auto attacking and I was definitely hitting the bear. I was trying to hit that Dynamite. So as a Piper, you definitely want to make sure you are not auto aiming unless the person you are trying to hit is directly in front of you. Because unfortunately, I was trying to aim for that Dynamite, but I kept shooting my shots at the bear, and we could not get that win. So right here we are down by 2. We are pushing as best as we can. Fortunately, the Mortis went down, so we were unable to get that victory. So we did lose 4 trophies there, so we brought Piper back down to 286. So we are going to go ahead and switch characters here. We are going to go ahead and switch over to Brock, and we're going to see if we can also advance with him. Alrighty, so we have Brock here, so we're going to go ahead and jump into Bounty as well. We're going to jump into Hideout, and we're going to see how well we can do with Brock. So let's hop into the first one with Brock, and let's see how well this goes. Now with Brock, you do want to play the same as you kind of will with Piper. You definitely want to make sure you play the range game. You know, you definitely don't want anyone getting too close to you, as you do a lot of damage with Brock. With his ultimate, you definitely want to save it. You definitely do not want to be as I would like to say, ultimate hungry, as you get your ultimate and then the first person you see, you shoot it right off at them. You definitely don't want to do that. You want to make sure you hold on to it, especially if there's a penny on the opposite team and there's a mortar down on the field and it's just causing problems. It is killing your opponents. Sorry, your teammates. I would prefer it if it was killing my opponents, but if it's killing my teammates, I definitely want to make sure I try to take care of that as best as I can. It's also really good in destroying obstacles. So in this particular map, there's a couple of walls here that are very good for lobbers. So you can also use that to just destroy the walls that'll help out your Shellys, your Daryls, your Bulls, your El Primo. Anyone that's close range, it'll definitely help you out on the long run. So sometimes using your ultimate for a kill is not necessarily your only option with Brock's ultimate. You can also use it to open up the map to help out your teammates. As I'm sure all of you may know, that this is a team effort. Alright, so right there we were able to wipe out most of them, which brought our lead up by 13. So right now this match is going very well. We do have Daryl, who actually knows what he's doing. He's playing his character very well, which is very fortunate. Right there, that Brock was just out of range of our shot right there. Almost took him out. Your ultimate is also good if you do have them well bunched up together. You definitely want to make sure you try to get as most kills and as much damage as you can when you are playing as Brock. Take a lot of damage right there. Alright, so we do have a 16-point lead, so we are doing very well. I'm pretty sure we don't have to play the spawn game right now. There's such a large discrepancy from their points and ours. So that's the first match with Brock. Did very well on that one. We were able to get 5 trophies with him, bringing up to 250. So let's go ahead and hop into a second match and let's see how well we can do with that one. Cut. Alrighty, so here on the second match with Brock, let's go ahead and see how well we can do. This time we do have a Piper and a Colt. So on the opposite, we have range versus on the other game we were up close. So with this one, I think we are gonna do pretty well if our teammates know exactly how to utilize their characters properly. Piper is being just a little aggressive on their side of the map. I'm gonna go ahead and possibly open up that center right there for the Piper, so the Piper can have a bit more longer range. But unfortunately, it also does assist the enemy Piper as well. Gotta be able to aim that shot a little better there. Alright, so right now we are down by 6 with about 1 minute and 20 seconds left, which is plenty of time for us to catch up. Ooh, not playing like that. We are not going to catch up playing like that. We are walking right into Piper's range. She is taking us out in 2 shots, no problem. This is definitely a high level Piper here. It's doing about 2,500 damage with that character. Do also want to make sure we take out this mortar as soon as possible. If you see an enemy mortar, you definitely don't want that hanging around. That can cause your team some serious issues. Alright, so we went ahead and took the lead on that one. So now we are only up by 1 with 22 seconds left. It's still anybody's game, so we gotta be very careful here. Ooh, that mortar. I did not see that mortar coming. That is very unfortunate. I could be the reason on why we lose this game. Oof. That is not good. Oh, man. Yep, with that penny, sometimes you got to be real careful with that penny. Definitely don't want to be just walking in there. So unfortunately, it was my fault we lost that match. But no worries, let's just get into a third one. We'll just brush that one right off. And let's go ahead and get into the next one. Alright, so right now we do have a Dynamite and a Piper. So we have a Lobber as well as 2 long range. So this will work very well, especially since they have a Primo. So we definitely have the advantage against that Primo right there, especially if we can all keep our range. Go ahead and open up that area right there. So far, so good. So far, so good. Biggest thing we definitely want to keep out an eye on is definitely this Primo. This Primo can do a lot of damage if he gets close, and we definitely do not want that. Go ahead and open up that wall so we can do some damage to that bow. Unfortunately, I am missing my shots here. This is not looking good for me here. Taking out. Piper is very small. She only has about 4 right now, but we are going to go after her. And I believe she was actually the same one in our previous match, if I am not mistaken. Ooh, that was a bad ult. That was kind of my fault. I definitely kind of panic ult right there. I kind of knew I was going to die from that bomb. I was right in the center of that. Did not see that coming. But I went ahead and I activated it anyway. So unfortunately, that was a waste. That was not very wise. Do have this Primo coming in. Alright, so far we are doing pretty well. We are up by 9 with 30 seconds left in the match. As long as we play our range game, we should be okay. Definitely want to make sure we stay away from the Piper and the Primo. Just got to make sure we definitely protect this Dynamite, as he is truly the only one that can really cause us issues here. Alright. As you saw right there, also with our Piper, she got right in front of that Primo and did not let our Dynamite lose, because he was worth 7. If he would have died, that would have given him a lot better chance for them to catch up, and we definitely did not want that, because then it could have been a tie, or we could have possibly lost that match. Gonna be the wrap up for this video here. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I really appreciate everyone's support. Please make sure you guys do like and subscribe to see more future content in the future, so then that way you guys can be updated every time I post. Right now we are at 3981, so next video will be another trophy pushing, hopefully getting to 4,000, so then we can go ahead and get the season reward as well as the mega box. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next one.